Hello there and welcome to Preparing for Legion. In this series of 10 videos we are going to discuss how you can prepare for the launch of Legion, be it things you can do right now, or information about the various systems you'll be interacting with upon launch. Hopefully, these will help you prepare yourself for the next expansion. In this video we're going to discuss your survival kit for Legion's launch. With so much going on in-game, it can be difficult to remember to look away, and to other matters that will aid your experience during launch. So let's go over what can help your launch day be as smooth as possible in that dreaded and intricately designed world, real life. This might be a touch awkward, and I know you likely don't want to hear this, but someone's got to say it. It might as well be me. Let's start by thinking about what's going to be going on during launch. What are your plans? Do you have an obligation you need to maintain? Work? School? An event? Focus on that first. Legion isn't going anywhere. So if you need to go through a day's worth of school first, then just do it. It's not a big deal, and learning about stuff is much more important than playing video games. I mean, that's why you're here, right? To learn stuff? Can't be for me. If you're here for me, the rest of this video is going to be a touch awkward. You'll see why. Right, so what's actually going to happen when Legion launches? Well, some point beforehand, maybe a few hours, maybe several hours, the servers are going to go down. Then they're going to be brought up at scheduled times. If you intend to be there for the first wave at launch hour, then make sure you follow @BlizzardCS on Twitter for real-time updates on how the servers are coping with the launch. If you have issues, check there first. But now I'd like to ask you a quick question. If you do intend to stay up late, potentially into the morning, to be there on launch hour, why? I mean, I understand the draw of it, being among the vanguard of players jumping into an expansion, getting a head start on the masses, sharing in the excitement of a launch. I understand that. That said, there are going to be drawbacks. Expect server issues between the stress of having millions of players logging in, generating scenarios and venturing into similar zones all at the same time, the potential DDoSing that might, and probably will, occur, any unexpected zero-hour bugs, crashes, long loading and wait times, all early in the morning. Personally, I'd rather give it a skip. If you do intend to be there at 0 hour, then I wish you the best of luck, but my personal recommendation is to get a good night's sleep, wake up refreshed after the initial server issues are hopefully done with, and then get playing. Right, let's take a step back now and discuss how you can prepare for this launch day, regardless of whether you intend to stay up or sleep through the launch. First and foremost, talk to people. Your friends, your family, your roommates, your significant other, whoever else, and let them know what's going on. Explain that something really cool and rare is happening and you want to enjoy it, and arrange something with them. I know it can be a little bit awkward, but something as simple as saying, there's this video game that I really love, a new installment of it has come out and I really want to play it as soon as it's available because I'm really passionate about it and I love it. That's all you have to do. It's not that difficult. Compromise with tasks or chores that you may have to do and make it up to people later on if you can. Ask to be in charge of your own meals. Arrange a schedule so that you can have extra time to yourself. But don't screw other people over. This is a kind of general courtesy and common sense thing. Don't forget that. Just try to explain to people that could interrupt you that you'd kindly like some free time. Personally, I've spoken with my in-laws and explained to them how World of Warcraft works, which, by the way, can be somewhat difficult to do when you're talking to a 65-year-old, and arranged for a week of separate meals. In essence, I've asked for me and my husband to be considered on holiday between August 30th and September the 6th. Speaking of meals, for the love of the lower, please eat properly. I've seen this so much when expansions launch. Friends of mine have told me that they're living off of Doritos for a week, or that they're just snacking over and over again. Don't do this! Have some hot food! It's silly to think that the vast and amazingly complex systems within your body can withstand being tormented by snacks non-stop. Your body is a machine, essentially. Give it bad fuel constantly and it's gonna break. Eat properly and normally and you'll be fine. Okay? Good? Alright, moving on. Take some breaks. Yeah, I said it. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, stand up and move away from your computer. Sitting down for long periods of time can be quite shockingly bad for you. From electrical activity in your muscles and calorie burning rate dropping significantly, a decrease in blood flow, to even insulin capabilities being limited, and lots of other horrible nasty facts that I did actually research for this video. Yeah, I'm literally lecturing you about how sitting down for too long can be detrimental to you. But you can't enjoy the World of Warcraft March of the Murlocs expansion number 38 if you're, dead. so take small breaks every now and then. Here are a bunch of small exercises you can do while playing WoW to increase your blood flow and help maintain alertness. Rotate your neck slowly so that you don't get dizzy, left and right a few times. If you feel dizzy, just close your eyes and just stop, and then continue. Keep your arms at a 90-degree angle and raise them above your head as high as you can, then lower them. Do this a few times. Spread your arms as wide as they can go, and then, leaning back a little to avoid smashing your monitor, slowly bring your palms in flat against one another, and repeat this a few times. Put your hands on your hips and look over your shoulder without moving your hips. Look over one shoulder, then another shoulder, a few times. Don't go too far, just nice and gentle. You might feel a few pops. And my best piece of advice, wiggle your toes. This little tip can also help you with taking long exams or when you're on a long flight. It will help increase blood flow, which is good for you. All of these are good for you, and I just made myself look like a complete numpty doing them. So you're morally obligated to do this as well. Right? These will help you, okay? One last tip. If you want to have the most fun, don't go nuts about Legion. Sure, play it. Loads of it if you want. It looks great. But remember that you're a beautiful, living spark of the universe, whose particles have somehow found a way from a long-forgotten supernova to become you. That's amazing. Don't screw that up just for Legion. When you're halfway through your third zone without standing up or taking care of yourself, hopefully you'll remember my stupid little voice in your head reminding you to do something about it. You're definitely worth me trying with this little rant, anyway. That will conclude this guide. Next time we'll nerd out and discuss the lore behind what's going on in Legion. There won't be any spoilers, but we'll cover everything you need to know to understand the Burning Legion, its master, the various characters that will be important to Legion, and we'll even go over some of the new resources that you can examine to understand exactly what's happened up to present day in Azeroth and beyond. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or suggestions, you can contact me using the links in the description, or you can just leave a comment. If you want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon page in the description as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in the world of Warcraft.